Can you?
fine.
Why is my? Okay, sorry.
But I can't see
Oh, that's bad.
you showing us on YouTube. So
Okay,
first,
let me see if I can get my camera back on.
okay.
Let's go. Okay, let's go on. I'll try.
Okay. So Elorm, welcome to the Modern Day Mom IG live chat.
Thank you, Vanessa, for having me.
Now you are a midwife. So for those who maybe don't know what a midwife is or really want to know what a midwife is, who is a midwife and what exactly do you do?
Okay, thank you very much, Vanessa. A midwife is a trained person who has gone through or who has all the qualifications to attend to birth. So what they actually do is that they see to the pregnant woman, and then they also attend to the birth. When someone is in labor, they see the pregnant woman through labor, through the delivery process, and then some number of weeks after the woman has given birth. That is what a midwife does.
Okay, and how long have you been practicing?
Okay, I've been a midwife for about 11 years now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And do you know how many births you have attended, or like an approximate number?
Approximately, I can say about 4,000 births.
Wow.
Yes,
Wow.
because where I used to work was a very, highly attended clinic.
Okay.
And yes.
Wow. Okay, so today we're touching on first the common birthing options. I know there's the vaginal birth, there's the C-section, there's the scheduled C-section, unplanned C-section, unplanned C-section. Yeah, so I wanted you to go through at least like 4 of them that are most common from the birthing options of women. Or
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you, Vanessa. There are 3 main birthing options. But for me to be able to give a very meaningful discussion, I would like to talk about the stages of labor, because that has a connection with the delivery process.
Okay.
So there are 4 main stages of labor. There is the first stage of labor, where there is onset of contractions and dilatation of the cervix. Dilatation of the cervix actually means the opening of the mouth of the womb.
Okay.
Then the second stage of labor is where the mouth of the womb is fully open and the baby is delivered. And the third stage is where the placenta and the membranes are delivered. Then the fourth stage is the final stage, where baby and mother are roomed in.
Okay.
Now, talking about the birthing options available, there are 3 main birthing options available.
Okay.
There are vaginal, or we call it spontaneous vaginal delivery. There is assisted vaginal delivery and section.
Okay.
I'll pick one and then I'll talk about it.
Okay.
So spontaneous vaginal delivery happens where labor starts spontaneously, and the woman goes through the laboring process. Then at the stage where the mouth of the womb is fully dilated to allow the delivery of the head, the woman is positioned, then through her own efforts, she pushes the head of the baby out. So of course, the midwife is there. Of course, the midwife is there to conduct the delivery for her. That is what we call spontaneous vaginal delivery.
Okay.
The other type, which I said is assisted vaginal delivery, it occurs where labor is assisted via the use of tools or techniques. So in this stage also, the woman goes through the laboring process all right. And at the point or at the stage where the mouth of the womb is fully dilated to allow the head of the baby to come out, usually due to exhaustion or other findings by the midwife or the doctor attending to the birth, there is the use of vacuum, a cup which is used to deliver the head of the baby, or forceps. So in this case, the birth is assisted. So what happens is that the difference between the spontaneous vaginal delivery and the assisted vaginal delivery is that both, for both of them, is the birth is via through the birth canal. But the difference is that one is through the woman's own efforts, and the other one is done through the use of vacuum or forceps.
Okay.
The other type of delivery available is a surgical one, where the woman is taken to theater, she's anesthetized, and an incision is made at the abdomen, and then baby is delivered surgically. So that is surgical, that is cesarean section. There are two types of cesarean section. Cesarean section can be elective or emergency. So elective let me speak to the elective first. Elective can be when a woman decides that, okay, I'm pregnant, I do not want to go through the normal delivery process. So when I'm term or when I'm due at a certain stage, I would schedule with my doctor or my obstetrician, and then I go and have a cesarean section done. That is one part of elective cesarean section. The other part of elective cesarean section is where the woman goes to antenatal, and then during antenatal there are investigations, assessments, histories taken, and all these things are done for you. So at this stage, due to findings such as age of the mother, post dates, disproportion, lie of the fetus, all these findings may not, or other medical conditions, and the woman is not safe to deliver vaginally. Then again, when she's term, she's booked, and then cesarean section is done for her. These are the two types of elective cesarean section. The other one I spoke about was emergency cesarean section. For this one, the woman goes through labor. Usually when you are in labor, the midwife monitors you on a certain graph we call pathograph. So once you hit the active phase of labor, you are put on this graph, and this is a tool which is used to monitor the progress of your labor. So at this stage, what happens is that when labor is not going well, the midwife notices it, and then in consultation with the obstetrician or the doctor, they decide to have a cesarean section. So the labor not going well might be due to, say, disproportion, distress of the mother, cord issues, or other findings. So in this case, the woman is prepared, rushed to theater, anesthetized, and then cesarean section is done. That is what we call the emergency cesarean section.
Okay. So go ahead.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes. So other normal deliveries, other forms of normal delivery can be water birth. So water birth is also done like through the vagina. So I said normal deliveries. So what happens is that in the water birth, parts of the woman's labor or delivery or both are done in a birthing pool filled with warm water. So in this case also, there's a midwife or a doctor by your side to support you during the laboring process, and then conduct your delivery for you in a birthing pool, in a hospital, in a house, or in a birthing center. There is also what we call VBAC. VBAC is vaginal birth after cesarean. So for those mothers who might have done cesarean section or gone through cesarean section during their first delivery, the next pregnancy, after the doctor or the midwife had assessed them and has seen that, okay, the other histories, both medical, surgical, obstetric histories, and other assessments are well, she's allowed to go through vaginal delivery. And then she's closely and highly monitored. That is what we call VBAC, or vaginal birth after cesarean. Other times too, there is, in some countries where home delivery is allowed, there is home delivery. So in this case, a team of doctors or midwives come to your home and then conduct your delivery for you in the comfort of your home. Here in Ghana, we are really encouraging hospital deliveries, not home deliveries. So in short or in brief, those are the birthing options available.
Okay, so I wanted to go back to you. You literally answered my first set of questions in a whole, which I'm very happy about.
Vanessa, please, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, I said you answered most of my questions in a whole, so that makes me very happy. I wanted to touch on the whole C-section because from what I had heard, once you have a C-section, you cannot give birth vaginally. But according to you, you can try that option, but you will be monitored throughout your pregnancy and all of that, right? Elorm.
Other investigations are done for you. So that is the feedback. So it's there. It's done. It's done for some people. Yeah.
Okay, and also a question that some of the moms asked was, does the vagina stay stretched after giving birth? And that a lot of women are now opting for C-section rather than vaginal delivery because they are afraid that their vagina will not stay the same.
Okay, that's very interesting. What happens is that when we are pregnant, what happens is that during pregnancy, most all the organs, there is expansion in all the round body organs, you know. So what happens is that even after normal vaginal delivery, after 6 weeks or after the postnatal period, when you are able to do very good Kegel exercises and look after yourself very well, the vagina returns to its pre-pregnancy. So I can't speak. Yes, that's what actually happens. So even if you have done your delivery through the vagina after a period of 6 weeks or less, depending on what you do and the exercises you perform, your vagina should return to its pre-pregnant stage. Yeah.
Okay, and another question was, how long should a woman wait before having sex after giving birth naturally and via C-section?
Okay, so here is the thing. What happens is that when you deliver, there is no time frame for you to be given an instruction to say, hey, do not have sex or do have sex. But we say that once the woman is comfortable, remember I said earlier on that after 6 weeks, usually after 6 weeks, your vagina return to its pre-pregnant state. However, if you are comfortable and you feel you want to have the sex, it actually depends on the condition of the woman and whether she wants to have it or not.
Okay, and that's with both vaginal and C-section?
Cesarean section, yeah, it's all about comfort.
Okay.
It's all about comfort of the woman. Yeah.
Because my guest last week, she said that after 2 weeks, she's had 4 C-sections, but she said after 2 weeks, she starts having sex. And I was like,
yes, once she's comfortable. Yes, once she's comfortable, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay, also, what advice right now would you give women who are pregnant during COVID-19?
Okay, so Vanessa, that's very important. The COVID-19 pandemic is a serious one, and trust me, people are dying out there. It's imperative for us all to observe the precautionary measures announced by WHO and all the World Health bodies, including Ghana Health Service and the President of Ghana. Though the lockdown has been lifted, my pregnant women are very special. I would like to say that as much as possible, they should take their prescribed medications at all times. And then again, maintain social distancing as much as they can. Now, wearing of masks has become mandatory. So they should ensure once they step out of their homes, they need to wear masks. And it's not just wearing the mask, but wearing the mask properly. I know it's quite uncomfortable because it's a new lifestyle we are all trying to adapt to. It's quite uncomfortable. So we need to wear masks. We need to wear their marks properly. Then very important one too is washing of hands very frequently with soap and running water, and then sanitize your hand as anytime you touch any surface. Seriously, if you do not have anything to do in town, please stay home. That's very important. Those are the messages I'll give to my pregnant women out there. So we protect our babies, because all this is gearing towards the safety of the mother and the baby.
Right. And what about those who have to go for their prenatal visits? How it's obviously the same precautionary measures that they should take, and isn't it?
Yes, the same thing, because example, if you'd have to go for your antenatal date, you need to go to see the midwife. If you envisage there's going to be crowding, you would have to wait. There again, Ask a Midwife can come to your home to conduct your antenatal care for you at home, because most have that, if that is what somebody would wish for. Hello?
Yes, I'm listening. Don't worry. Keep going, Ellen.
Yes, yes. Okay, so if you do not, like I said, I spoke about social distancing, and then if you do not have anything to do at home, you should stay home. But if you have to go and see your midwife, please go and observe social distancing. Wear your masks once you step out there. Carry your sanitizers around and sanitize your hand every now and then when you touch the surface. So those are the things that you need to do.
So someone said that this is their first child, and because of COVID-19, she did not get the opportunity to attend antenatal classes. What other medium can she use to get information?
Oh, okay. You know, YouTube has lots of educative videos and safe exercises which are safe for pregnancy. That is one option. The other is that usually the antenatal, those who conduct the antenatal classes, what I know is that they could download some of the videos, antenatal exercise videos for the women who would wish to, so they could do that by themselves at home.
Okay, and also
I don't know if I've answered the question, but I think I drifted a bit. I don't know, but could you ask the question again? I answered it.
I think you answered it, but I'll let her, if she didn't get the answer she wanted, you can always send your question again. Randy. Okay, so Randy is messaging, I think, for his wife. He's a male, and he has not been able to attend antenatal classes due to COVID, because you know right now the woman can go, but they don't want you coming with like your partner or anyone. So he wants to know, for the man, how can he now educate himself and get the education that he needs?
Please come again, Vanessa. I lost it. Come again.
So basically,
you said Randy wanted to know.
He's a dad who is not able to attend antenatal classes due to COVID. And he wants to know how he can educate himself, especially being that he's going to be a first-time dad. He wants tips, usually you can go with your partner, but right now due to COVID, they don't really allow your partner to even go with you for your prenatal checkups and things of that sort. So he wants to know how he can get information to educate himself.
Okay, so you can call the Ask a Midwife line. We have midwives out there who are ready to give you information on what to do. We could come to your home to conduct your antenatal care with you and give you other advisory as necessary.
Okay, so Randy, what you can do is send me a DM, and then I will give you the contact for Ask a Midwife, and then you can contact them directly, and then they can give you all the help and all the education you need, especially being a first-time dad. It's a new phase, a new chapter in your life. So we definitely want to make sure you get all the education you need. Elorm, last but not least, I want to know, what do you love most about being a midwife?
Whoa, that's interesting. Midwifery is actually my passion. I remember the first time I saw a baby coming out, I said to myself, whoa, this is the most beautiful. Whether the baby comes with the head or even as breech, the mechanism is so beautiful. For me, when a woman goes through successful labor and then it's time for me to catch the baby, that's the term we all say. And that time, when at the end of the day, baby and mother are fine, are healthy. So some years back, they see you in town and they say, "Hey, Auntie Ness, you remember me? You're the one who delivered me." It's so nice.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful. That's it's nice. Then once more, when you see your clients deliver their baby and they are sharing the love between mother and child, not mother and baby. It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
So every moment in midwifery, from all the experiences, even the challenges I go through every day as a midwife on the ward, it's it's nice because I love what I do. The sad part
Right.
of it is that when the unfortunate happen, and example, you have to counsel the mother who has lost a baby or who has delivered an abnormal child. Breaking the news is quite sad. But hey, you need to be professional and stay composed and deliver
Right.
the message. Yeah. So that's it
I
for
have to
me.
say, even for me, I didn't know I was gonna have a midwife when I went into when I started having contractions and I went to give birth when I went into labor. But I ended up having a midwife, and I found her to be very comforting, very calming. And I don't know if the experience would have been the same if I hadn't had a midwife, but she would just knew how to make me feel comfortable and confident that I was gonna be able to deliver my child successfully.
Yeah, Vanessa, that's true. Most of us have the spirit. The thing is that um, I would, after, from what you've said, I would, I think I forgot to say something. Once you labor sets in and you come to the labor ward, it is very important to listen to your midwife. So once you hit the active phase of labor and you are put on that graph, you are being monitored. Your midwife comes to check you every now and then, check your baby, check the color of your liquor or the waters around your baby. And they tell you at a point when there is contractions. Contractions actually means that every now and then there is tightening of the uterine muscle fibers, and it can get very painful. And these contractions progresses as labor progresses. And
Right.
then she will say, breathe through your mouth. I don't know if you've heard that before.
Yeah.
It's one of the things, as the muscles are getting tightened, one of the things that you can only do for yourself is to breathe through your mouth.
Yes.
And these breathing exercises are very important. So your midwife will teach you all this when you listen. And then again, as and when you need pain reliefs, she's there to offer it for you. Other times, people allow birth companions, probably your mother, your husband, or somebody you trust to be with you during the course of delivery or the course of labor. And that also brings some kind of psychological satisfaction and less pain to the mother. So all these things are very important. It's not easy. It's quite painful. And I would say that every woman out there has different thresholds for pain.
Yes.
But hey, all the women who have gone through delivery, kudos to you. It's not easy, but you've been able to go through, and the joy of seeing your baby is the satisfaction, and then
Yeah.
you tend to forget all your pain, you know. So I think it's very important for us to listen to our midwives. It's important for us to do the breathing exercises. These are one of the basic things that we can do to relieve the pain during contractions, and then get some comfort as labor progresses.
And really quickly, would you recommend an epidural? I remember I got to almost 7 centimeters without an epidural, and I just couldn't anymore. I said I need it, I need it. And my midwife was like, okay, well, you literally have a few minutes to decide for sure, because I had reached that mark. Because after I think 7 centimeters, you can't take the epidural, or 8, something like that. And she ended up giving it to me. I was very relaxed. But then when it was time for, when she finally was like, okay, you're about to hit 9 centimeters. I'm going to gradually take off the epidural. Like, and I started to feel that I was just like, Jesus. So I kept telling her, you know what? I'll just go in for the C-section. Because I was like, I can't. Yeah. And she was like, Vanessa, you got this. Don't worry. Relax. Like I said, the whole comforting. But would you recommend us? I know there's a lot of this. It's like 50-50. Some women are no epidural, and the other women are like, just give it to me, because but I think it did slow down my labor process.
Yeah, that's true. So pain reliefs during the labor process is very important, as it helps to relax the muscles, the uterine muscles. However, there are certain times that it should be given. So, of course, the midwife is well knowledgeable and she knows when to give. Like you rightly said, epidural may delay the stage, your dilatation, or even delay the first stage of labor to some extent. Yeah, but the client has.
Oh no, guys! It seems like our guest has cut off. Oh, this was getting good. We were just about to wrap up. I'm gonna see if she'll sign back on. If she does, then we'll wrap it up. If not, then we'll wrap it up. But I hope you guys enjoyed this conversation. Okay, she's back. She's back. Okay. Yeah, it's connecting, guys. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Sorry about that. I lost it. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Okay, so we're talking about the pain reliefs.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying that as and when you need it, your doctor or your midwife will give it to you. That's it. That's the best I can speak to it, because it's quite technical.
Hospital.
All my deliveries all my deliveries. I had a chance to go through quite a number of spontaneous vaginal deliveries, and they were all done in the hospital, and that's it's very important. Hospital delivery is very important. Yes.
Especially in Ghana.
Especially in Ghana. Yes.
Okay. Elorm, I want to thank you so much for joining me today. I enjoyed the conversation so much. I am going to right away edit and put it on YouTube, hopefully by tomorrow morning. But thank you so much for really educating us on the birthing options, on how pregnant women can stay safe during COVID-19, and so much more. And also thank you and Ask A Midwife GH for always being so supportive of everything that I do. I'm very, very, very thankful.
Okay, Vanessa, thank you too. Thank you for having me. Lastly, yes, my last words, I would like to say that if once you realize you are pregnant and it's confirmed in the hospital, please, as much as I know, antenatal care is free out there, and that the delivery process is highly subsidized by the National Health Insurance. Please do well to visit your antenatal clinic, because there, at the antenatal clinics, investigations are done for you. You are put on the national immunization for pregnant women. Prescribed medications are given to you. You are taught to identify the danger signs in pregnancy. There is birth preparedness plan made for you. You interact with those who have already done labor or who have already gone through delivery. And then so it's very good. So please, no woman should miss out on antenatal. As much as you can, at least 12 visits is very imperative. It's very important for all women out there to go to antenatal.
And also, when a woman finds out she's pregnant, she shouldn't be afraid to get the education that she needs.
Exactly.
That's something that young girls, if they, unexpectedly, grown women, they get nervous, and then they think that they can care for themselves, but you need to be educated. And you, first of all, you need your prenatal vitamins. You need to get your checkups, as you said, just in case, God forbid, something is wrong, then professionals know how to deal with the situation.
Exactly.
Okay.
Thank you, Vanessa. Thank you so much for having me.
Ellen,
I
thank you
hope
so much.
yes. Thank you too. Thank you very much.
You did amazing. You did amazing
Thank
as per
you.
usual. So thank you so
Ha
much.
ha ha. You're welcome. Anytime.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, guys. So that is a wrap for today's edition.